never saw it coming.
Before I knew it, I was punched in the face and lying on the ground.
2 people knocked out by a man throwing haymakers. They talk exclusively to WBZ about the attacks.
The hits keep on coming. Another storm working in for tomorrow after snowy Tuesday timeline. Who gets the most this time around?
A plow driver cleans up as a crime fighter. How she helped police put a would-be thief on ice in the middle of a storm.
Celebrating the series as the Red Sox kick off spring training. A dream of a lifetime comes true for the Sox oldest living player.
Live from our studios in Boston, WBZ News at 6 starts right now.
He was blindsided and knocked to the ground. This was absolutely a shocking attack on a busy Cambridge street. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Lisa Hughes.
And I'm Jack Williams. You know, quite frankly, it's a video that's a little hard to watch. A couple simply walking down Mass Ave when a man comes up and throws a punch. Then he just walks away. This isn't the first attack either, as police canvass the neighborhood looking for that man. Well, the victims are speaking exclusively to WBZ. And our Ken McLeod joins us live in Cambridge right now with details. Ken.
Well, Jack, it was Saturday afternoon just after 3:30 when the suspect for some reason let loose right here in the 900 block of Mass Ave in Cambridge. Now, an employee of that pub was able to dodge the punch that was directed at him, but 3 other victims were not so lucky. He is a Harvard postdoctoral fellow in neurobiology with a black eye and a cut face.
Didn't get knocked out, which was nice. Didn't black out or anything. So I was able to get up pretty quickly.
We are not using his name, but this man was the first of 3 victims sucker punched and knocked to the ground on Mass Ave Saturday afternoon by the same assailant. It's the guy seen in this video attacking a man walking with his girlfriend just outside a furniture store. The girlfriend's still trying to come to terms with the random violence.
To me, he just seemed mentally disturbed. He seemed under the influence. He was listening to music really loudly and just walking around yelling.
I could tell, like, within, like, maybe 1 or 2 seconds before he hit me that something was a little bit off with this guy. But, you know, I mean, periodically you'll be walking the street, you can tell something's off with some guy, but nothing happens, and you just walk by.
Instead, the odd stranger served up a fist in the face and would do the very same thing to this Tufts visiting scholar just a few minutes later.
It was really shocking, surprising for me because I thought that Boston was a quiet city.
In fact, the suspect punched this guy 3 times, mumbling something incomprehensible and then calmly walking away.
He was mad, crazy man, because there is no reason to do something similar.
All of the victims were attacked within a few minutes of each other in the 900 block of Mass Ave, and all suffered cuts and bruises to the face. The assailant, a 20-something black man wearing a black coat, dark knit cap, and blue jeans with a black sling-style backpack. His motive, a puzzle.
There's nothing I could have done differently, really. I mean, there's no time to react.
Police are hoping someone can ID the suspect before he really hurts someone, while some victims held on to their sense of humor.
It could have been a lot worse, I suppose, but this is probably the worst weekend I've had in a long time, possibly ever.
That guy got checked out at the hospital. He says his vision is still a bit blurry. Now, all of the victims will be okay, but they admit that this ordeal has put a dent in their sense of security. Live in Cambridge tonight, Ken McLeod, WBZ News. Jack and Lisa, back to you.
Yeah, that assailant's such a coward. Ken, thank you. Good job on that report. Well, let's get to the weather. Can you believe this? Winter isn't through with us yet.
Now, we will have warmer temperatures at the end of the week, so we have that to look forward to. But tomorrow, it looks like we will experience more of this. Drivers struggling to get around as our area gets hit with yet another winter storm.
You believe that? And this one couldn't be at a worse time. The brunt of the storm apparently will hit during the evening commute tomorrow. Our chief meteorologist, Eric Fisher, boy, he's been putting in the hours. He's got his eye on the storm. Eric?
Sleep? What's that? No need for that. We'll do that when it's sunny and beautiful in the summertime. We were thinking about this in the weather office the other day. Remember the fall? Wasn't it great? 60s and 70s and sunny every single day. Winter storm warnings are out here northwest of Boston into southern New Hampshire. This is where the heaviest of the snowfall will be coming down through tomorrow. Tonight, clear skies, starlight and moonlight, barely a cloud across the region. They're all to the west where the storm is. Now, a lot of this energy right now centered right about over Lake Michigan. And that heads up through the Great Lakes, but some of that transfers down to the coast tomorrow. And that will wrap in some moisture, also some warmer temperatures, so that brings in the chance for some mixing. So tomorrow morning, it is dry. The commute is fine. Lunchtime, the snow starts to move in, should be into Worcester by the time we hit noon. By 2 o'clock, it's just about to move into Boston. And as we head down toward Nantucket and the Cape, look at these temperatures. It will be warmer, so even if you get a snowflake, it's wet and sloppy, doesn't accumulate much, and then you change over to rain. But for the evening drive, across the area, snow, and this will come down heavily at times. It will linger into the evening, and by 11 or 12 o'clock, out it goes, quickly off toward the north and east, long gone by Wednesday morning. Snow totals a coating to an inch, and then you change over to rain here for far southeastern parts of the state. 1 to 3, wet snow here south of Boston, in the city, and then north and west 3 to 6. And a couple of towns into southern New Hampshire could get a half foot or more before all is said and done. There's another one after this on Wednesday, and then the warm-up, and the details are coming up. Lisa?
That we look forward to. Eric, thank you. As towns and cities across the region prepare for another storm, salt is running low, and shipments at many yards are hard to come by. Our Christina Hager is live in Revere tonight with more on the search for, Christina, one very hot commodity.
Road salt, Lisa. Just about every New England community needs it, and all we have are piles of snow here. Well, Revere Public Works crews are crossing their fingers, hoping for a shipment tomorrow morning.
I got a scoop out here now.
At the top of that crane, there's a small camera. It gives operator Paul Carlson a view inside his cab. This is the salt pile on board a huge ship that pulled in from Mexico. You're like a gold mine here right now.
Oh, it's, well, the pressure's on. You got to get the ships out. You got to get that salt down to there.
As far as his customers are concerned, about 60% of the state, Carlson can't offload it fast enough.
Hopefully they'll be able to deliver it before the snow.
That's Revere Public Works Supervisor in on the holiday, scraping the very bottom of his supply. As with many communities across the state, back-to-back storms have depleted the piles. Now more snow heading here in a matter of hours. Cities and towns have made a desperate plea for these trucks to line up at the Eastern Salt Company. This crane has been scooping up salt and dropping it in the pile here since this shipment came in on Friday. And there's another one tomorrow morning from Chile.
We probably added about 200,000 or 300,000 tons into our normal shipment schedule. I spend 7 days a week. We'll finish this one up. We'll get another ship coming in tomorrow. And another one will be out there waiting.
Well, the manager of Eastern Minerals in Chelsea tells me he's gotten calls from states up and down the East Coast asking for help. He's had to turn many of them away because he says he has to take care of his customers here in Massachusetts first. In Revere, Christina Hager, WBZ News. Lisa, back to you.
Christina, thank you. And removing snow in Malden, that created another danger. A traffic light crashed onto a car on Salem Street. A bobcat that was plowing snow clipped the base of the light, sending it crashing to the ground. Some damage here, but nobody was hurt. And we're going to be following this storm all night and all morning. And for the very latest forecast and a check on your morning commute, be sure to tune in starting at 4:30 a.m. for the WBZ News in the morning.
Well, the snow apparently has some people on a very short fuse. Here's an example. A Lakeville man is facing charges for hitting a plow driver with a shovel during an argument Saturday. Douglas Haskell and the plow driver had words over snow removal. Well, police say Haskell pulled out a shovel and whacked the driver. Haskell's now charged with assault and battery. The driver was treated at the scene.
At the height of Thursday's snowstorm, a plow driver had to switch gears when she found herself in the middle of a crime scene.
Michael Rosenfield picks up the story from Epping, New Hampshire.
Plow truck driver Laura Barker was clearing snow at this Walmart parking lot when something caught her eye.
I saw an officer hiding at the doors, waiting for somebody clearly, and so I just kind of kept doing my job, just kept an eye on it, make sure everything was going smoothly.
The officer was waiting for Joshua Pino, who is believed to be shoplifting in the store.
And somewhere just up here by the boulders, the kid took off running.
Barker jumped into the fray, following the 22-year-old suspect and trying to keep him from leaving the scene of the crime.
And I was coming around the corner. So at that point, when I saw them fighting, I pulled into this lane.
The officer and Pino ended up wrestling each other to the ground, but Pino got away and headed for a getaway car.
They were able to kind of sneak around behind me. At that point, I believe it was the officer and a couple other people were like, "Stop him, stop him."
Barker followed in her truck, trying to slow down the driver and block the suspects, but she lost them at this nearby intersection. Still, she feels that she did her part to help and earned praise from police.
Us plow guys, you know, we're out here doing our job. And, you know, when you see an officer on the ground, it was was a little disconcerting to see that, you know, wait a minute, this is not a good situation. What can I do to help him?
Pino was eventually arrested and charged with a number of crimes. In Epping, New Hampshire, Michael Rosenfield, WBZ News.
There's a new wrinkle in the plans to try to bring casino gaming to East Boston. Right now, Suffolk Downs management and horsemen are at odds over the number of racing days planned for the track. Officials say a plan to build a casino on that property could force an early end to racing this year. But a group of trainers, breeders, and other workers tell WBZ the truncated season could force some of them right out of business.
We need Mohegan to step up and Suffolk to step up and let us know that we can run a normal race meet and we can make a living here.
I sympathize because these are uncertain times, but we're doing everything we can to race.
The promise of preserving racing-related jobs was a key part of the original push to legalize casino gambling here in Massachusetts. Meanwhile, Rhode Island's Twin River Casino says it's ready to compete with Massachusetts gaming. The Twin River chairman says the recent addition of table games and the intimate feel of the casino will help the company hold its own against competition. With added competition, though, Rhode Island's gaining revenue expected to drop by $422 million over the next 5 years.
Coming up, a woman attacked in the North End, and police think this guy knows something about it.
Oh, you got a World Series in your books, another one, your second one. You're ready to make a lot of money. You're set to cash in. We'll tell you why life is pretty good for one Mr. John Lester here in Florida these days.
I think life is pretty good for Rochi there in Florida, enjoying the warmth. Meanwhile, we've got snow tomorrow and maybe more on Wednesday. We've got the timeline straight ahead.
And you'll love this story, a dream come true. A special moment for the oldest living Boston Red Sox. Nearly a century in the making.
He loves skiing and skateboarding, so Young Tom Sims combined them, creating a whole new way down the mountain. Uncompromising creativity. It's also how Mazda made a crossover that combines nimble handling with outstanding fuel efficiency. This is the Mazda CX-5. What do you drive? Get the 2014 Mazda CX-5 with 0.9% APR for 60 months, plus 500 President's Day customer cash.
Come celebrate this President's Day weekend with Bob's Discount Furniture in honor of the grand opening of Bob's 48th, 49th, and 50th stores. From now through President's Day Monday, free ice cream, free candy, cookies, and gourmet coffee. Free face painting or balloon clowns each day from 11 to 3. All of it is absolutely free. You don't have to buy a thing. Learn more on mybobs.com. Of course, if you do need new furniture, you'll get the greatest furniture values ever. Bob has the lowest prices every day. No phony sales, no phony gimmick. Just quality, choice, and extreme value. Come celebrate with Bob's Discount Furniture, 50 stores strong.
Mr. Roosevelt has uncovered some disturbing news.
Guys, President's Day is not a day.
What about my birthday?
It's a sale. A giant, humongous sale.
It's the Honda President's Day sales event, where you can get a great deal on a great new Honda. Check out the fun-to-drive Civic. Lease the all-wheel drive CR-V for just $219 a month. Or lease the award-winning Accord for just $219 a month.
I should have at least been consulted.
Don't miss the Honda President's Day sales event at your New England Honda dealers.
The cold can overwhelm even the toughest amongst us. And when Courtney is sick and cold in her own home, it just breaks her mother's heart. Courtney is winning her fight with leukemia, but her mother had to quit working, and the heating bills just keep piling up. My little pal Dylan continues his fight against cancer, while his dad works 2 jobs to keep food in the fridge and oil in the tank. Lindsay's mother still struggles to keep the heat on, even though Lindsay, thank goodness, is in remission. Citgo Petroleum, the people of Venezuela, and President Maduro are once again the only oil company and the only country to answer our call to provide heating assistance to the poor. They make it possible for nonprofit Citizens Energy to deliver millions of gallons of heating oil to families in need. I'm Joe Kennedy. If you need help, call me at 1-877-JOE for oil, because no one should be left out in the cold.
The Herb Chambers President's Day sales event is going on now at all 52 Herb Chambers locations. Every luxury, every top import, and every domestic vehicle is priced with incredible savings. Our buying power means you pay less for your car, SUV, or truck. And at Herb Chambers, you always get more for your trade. Hurry, the Herb Chambers President's Day sales event ends Monday. Visit herbchambers.com to learn more about these incredible savings. Or visit any one of our 52 Herb Chambers dealerships today.
You know, he's 95 years young, and he's living a dream.
Today, a Massachusetts native and former Red Sox player got quite the gift. The moment caught on camera, nearly a century in the making. Our Paul Burton was there and has more on this very special day.
Very happy that I am a baseball player today, especially for the Boston Red Sox.
95 years young, Louis Lucier is the oldest living former Boston Red Sox player. Today, he got to hold the World Series trophy for the very first time. Did you ever think this day would come?
No, I never did. Never. Never when I was a kid, I used to love the game.
Lucier was born in 1918, the year Boston last won the World Series at home. And Grafton High School Hall of Famer Lucier pitched for the Sox from 1943 to 44.
I pitched another Saturday game in Boston against the Detroit Tigers, too. Remember that one?
Yeah, I didn't, but he certainly does. And Lucier has been recognized many times over and was part of a ceremony celebrating Fenway Park's 100-year anniversary.
Louis, I'm going home. I just wanted to come in for your day.
Today was even more special, as dozens and dozens of Red Sox fans, young and old, and even pets, lined up to take pictures of this moment in history.
More smiles than I've ever seen.
You know, you're quite the celebrity here.
I guess so.
And while smiling for the camera, shaking hands, and signing autographs is literally old hat for Lucier, he doesn't take it lightly.
Can't get no better than this. I'm so happy to see this trophy, I'm telling you.
His message to all his fans?
Be a Red Sox fan the rest of your life.
Message received. In Millbury, I'm Paul Burton, WBZ News.
Oh, that's just great.
We're on board with Lou's advice.
Takes our mind off, you know what.
I know, with more of that coming, right, Eric?
Just give me Red Sox. Give me baseball. Give me anything that comes along with summer. I like a warm breeze. We'll get there, I promise. Well, we have snow in the forecast before we get there. Another quick hitter coming for tomorrow. 8 to 10 hours of snow, then it'll be gone. Also be some rain mixed in. Morning commute, no issues. The evening drive will be a problem because snow will be coming down at a pretty good clip. It'll be heaviest northwest of Boston, and all of it is gone by the time the clock strikes midnight. Now, in terms of what's on the ground already, clear skies today. Great image from NASA overlooking New England. This is all snow on the ground. You can see everybody has some on the ground. In fact, you notice a little horizontal line in there. That tornado scar from 2011 is still showing up when it snows. Fills up. You can see it even from space. Now, tonight in the here and now, single digits and teens. Some light cloud, or a bit of a veil of clouds, I should say, after midnight, but very cold. Single digits and teens are well below average for this time of year. Then we turn our attention to the next storm system that's here across Chicago. They've seen about a half foot of snow. They've had an epic winter there in terms of cold and snow. It is en route to us. So tomorrow morning, we'll have no issues. The clouds will be moving in. It'll be a snow sky to kick off the day. And as we head toward lunch, the snow arrives. By 1 p.m., just on the doorstep of Boston, largely snowing in Worcester and westward. And as we head through the afternoon into the evening, snow for just about everybody. The only exception to that, you head down toward the Cape and the islands. Temperatures are up into the 30s, if not near 40. And so you'll mix in and get some rain. So even if you do see some snow, a lot of it washes away, or it's wet and sloppy. We head toward the evening. Snow still continuing, southern New Hampshire, much of eastern Massachusetts. By 11 o'clock, things are starting to wind on down. So a very quick storm is trying to deepen on a rapid pace, like we've seen with a couple of these recently. Snow totals coating to about an inch from the South Shore down toward the Cape and Islands. Not a big deal, and really not a huge amount of snow, but it just will complicate driving during the afternoon from Boston southward down toward Narragansett Bay. Then 3 to 6 north and west of Boston, and a couple towns in southern New Hampshire may manage to get a little bit more than a half foot. If you look at the high temperatures, above freezing here along the coastline. The winds will be coming onshore, so a wet snowfall near the coast. For the interior, you stay in the 20s throughout the day, so this will be a little bit of a fluffier snow, a little bit easier to stack up, and that's why you'll see some of the higher totals. So on our eye scale, it's a low impact from the South Shore, reaching back down toward Narragansett. You're talking about 1 to 3 inches of snow there, and then changing over to some rain. And then for the inland, well, you talk about an eye scale of 2. Moderate impact 3 to 6 inches of snow and a really slow drive. The only good thing going here, the fact that it is vacation week, and so a lot of folks not driving to work. Hopefully that will limit some issues on the roadways. On Wednesday, another area low pressure is going to try to develop very quickly. This should bring some rain showers for the coast, perhaps more snow for the interior. We'll watch the trends over the next 24 hours, but it looks like we may have to shuffle in at least a couple towns again. Then the milder air to the south and west kicks in. So as we head toward Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we finally get into some relief and a little bit of melting snow across the landscape. So here's your AccuWeather 7-day forecast, tracking the temps. We head toward Wednesday, and you notice it's borderline, so it's some rain and snow mixed together. Thursday, we're in the low 40s, which should feel downright tropical, and purely summer on Friday. Into the 50s, it will be wet and windy, though. The weekend, at the moment, looks pretty comfortable. Jack, Lisa, back to you.
All right, Eric, thanks, which makes this the perfect time to talk about spring training.
Let's head south, right?
Yes.
How did Danny Roach manage to get down there? He must know somebody.
He does. He's got a lot of pull around this part, so that's good to know all the way around. All right, well, the official workout started today. Red Sox pitchers and catchers took to the field down in Fort Myers, Florida. And let's just say day one was a good day. Players are not only focused, they're fired up and for another World Series title back-to-back. But that is a long way off, my friends. Good to see Koji Uehara out there again. A year ago at this time, no one was really talking about Koji. But now he's a rock star after his amazing playoff performance last October. He'll once again be a key arm in the Red Sox pitching staff. Let's bring in Dan Roach now, live from Fort Myers, who has information on the ace of the staff, John Lester. Dan?
Yeah, Steve, much like Koji, John Lester was one of the World Series heroes, postseason heroes of 2013. And as we look ahead for Lester in 2014, one thing looks like it's coming, and that is a massive payday for the veteran left-hander.
Don't like these. Don't like them.
Even though they finished last season on the brink of November, John Lester showed up early here in Fort Myers. So day one of official workouts was not that big a deal.
You know, it was good to get back kind of in the swing of things. You know, I've been down here for a little while, so it's kind of just like Groundhog Day all over again, even though it's the first day.
The 8-year Sox veteran will make $13 million this season, then as a free agent. But he would like to finish his career right where it started.
I mean it. I want to stay here. This is all I've known. I don't like change. I mean, I can deal with 3 or 4 new teammates, not a whole squad of them. That'd be kind of tough for me. I'm terrible with names as it is.
After a dominating postseason, the 30-year-old Lester could be set for a huge payday if he hits the open market, somewhere around $25 million per season for 5 or 7 years. But he said last month he'd take a hometown discount to stay, and nothing's changed.
I'm not going to go back on what I said. I mean, I said what I said from the heart. I mean it, and, you know, we'll see where it goes from there.
One thing that seems certain for Lester, he doesn't seem bothered by all this contract talk swirling around him.
Call me when you got something. You know, I don't want to hear about the day-to-day of it. You know, when it starts, when it happens. You know, but I got to worry myself about the field. I can't worry about that other stuff. It'll take care of itself.
Well, just my opinion, but it looks like John Lester's going to get a huge contract. At some point, it should get done this spring if things go well, and they should from both sides. And you'd expect that deal to be announced sometime around opening day, when indeed it does get done. But certainly Lester put a lot of good work in over the past several years, especially last postseason. That's it for now. Live here in Fort Myers, Florida with the Red Sox. I'm Dan Roach. Steve, let's go back to you.
All right, Danny, I like his attitude. Call me when you got some. All right, thank you very much. Well, it's time now for our Olympic update, so if you don't want to know the results, look away and cover your ears for the next few seconds anyway. First up, the U.S. women's hockey team will play for the gold medal after destroying Sweden in the semifinals earlier today, 7-1. Get this, the U.S. outshot the Swedes 70-9. 70-9. They'll face Canada in the gold medal game on Thursday. And here's the updated medal count. The U.S. is now tied with Russia for first overall with 18 medals, with the Netherlands right behind with 17. And also, get this, Melrose's own Steve Langton, along with partner Stephen Holcomb of Park City, Utah, took home the bronze in the 2-man bobsled today. It was the first time in 62 years a 2-man U.S. team has medaled in that event. So, good for them.
It's been great.
And we just got to take over all the medals. Come home with all of them.
Well, medal, it's just a little tiny country.
They represent big.
All right, thanks, Steve. Still ahead on WBZ News at 6, framed by Whitey.
A man serving life in prison says he didn't commit the crime and he wants a new trial.
I could use the power of the computer implanted in my brain.
My
like a virtual evidence wall.
A new kind of agent is our greatest weapon.
How much of him is human?
The more human.
A new kind of enemy
Frankenstein's monster will walk among us.
is our biggest threat.
Intelligent machines programmed to kill.
I can see them.
This is a scientific impossibility.
So it was a microchip in the brain.
Welcome to the future.
Josh Holloway stars. New Intelligence, CBS tonight. Catch up online or on demand.
This is the Bach Toyota Washington's birthday sales event.
Come on down.
At Bach Toyota, we have everything you're looking for, all at legendary low Bach Toyota prices. Drive home a brand new Toyota Corolla, the best-selling compact car in America, for just $75 per month. That's right, lease a brand new Toyota Corolla that gets 38 miles per gallon for only $75 per month.
We've got it.
Life is full of surprises, some good, some not so good. Don't get caught by surprise. Ask an independent agent about safety insurance enhanced coverage for auto, home, and business. Safety insurance will help you manage life's storms.
Love to ski but hate the drive?
Ski Bradford.
15 trails, 100% snowmaking.
Lessons for all ages.
Snack bar, Rebels, large base lodge.
Ski Bradford. Ski close to home.
That's mine.
That's mine. That's mine.
Come on, Carl.
It's mine. Kyle.
Revenge is best served with 272 horses.
Current non-GM lessees lease this 2014 ATS for around $299 per month. Visit NewEnglandCadillac.com.
Let me tell you a secret about the mattress business. You can put a fabric on any mattress and make it look beautiful. You'll never really know what's inside, and you won't know what you're paying for. It might even feel good at first, but it won't last. A good mattress is really about what you can't see. That's why at Jordan's and nowhere else, we'll not only tell you, we'll show you what's inside every mattress we carry, so you can touch it and feel it. It's important to us, and it should be important to you. At Jordan's, there are no secrets.
Fact, the 100% electric Nissan Leaf is more fun than ever, sees better than ever, charges faster, and will charge, cool, and heat from your phone. Fact, Leaf never needs gas, ever. Good for the world, built in America. Now, Leaf's an easier choice than ever. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Tonight, Boston police are keeping a close eye on Boston's North End after a sexual assault. Surveillance video from the time of the attack shows a man police call a person of interest. According to the victim, the man pushed his way into her foyer as she unlocked the door, and then the man groped her. The man took a picture of the woman, by the way, before getting out of there. A Massachusetts man serving a life sentence for a 1980s murder wants a new trial, saying he was framed by Whitey Bulger.
Fred Weichel claims that former Bulger partner Stephen Fleming told federal prosecutors about this cover-up last year. Weichel serving time for killing Robert LaMonica, and this is video of him from a 2004 appeal in the case. Weichel says at the time of the murder, he was at a bar and spotted by an FBI agent who Bulger told to stay quiet. Prosecutors have urged the judge to reject Weichel's motion.
And we'll be right back.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Honda. Start something special with great leases and low financing on a new Honda. Visit shophonda.com or visit your local Honda dealer.
Feeling trapped in your job? Longing for a new opportunity? With a big change in the job market, it may finally be time to break free.
The economy seems like it's turning around.
We're seeing some of the positions come back. We haven't seen it in a while.
Why this might be the right year to switch jobs. Tuesday on WBZ News at 11.
You score little victories every day. Now do it with dinner. Land O'Lakes Saute Express Meal Starter with herbs, spices, butter, and olive oil is one step, no prep, and so good they'll ask for more. Land O'Lakes Saute Express.
This month, exercise your freedom of choice at your Buick dealer. Elect to join the thousands of Americans every month who are switching to Buick's innovative technology, design, and luxury. And with 2 years of scheduled maintenance on any 2014 Buick model, February is a great time to experience Buick. Now through February 28th, use your President's Day bonus cash to lease this 2014 Verano for around $199 per month.
Find your dealer at BuickDealer.com.
Sleepy's President's Day sale is almost over, with half off practically every mattress in the store. Get Beauty Rest Queen sets starting at just $3.99. Only at Sleepy's, the mattress professionals, making the world a better place to sleep.
The Subaru Dealers of New England Washington's birthday sales event is going on now. Buy a brand new Subaru Forester, Motor Trend's 2014 Sport Utility of the Year, and was awarded Top Safety Pick Plus by the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. Drive home a brand new Subaru Forester for only $21,995. Don't miss the Subaru Dealers of New England Washington's birthday sales event.
Good is in every Blue Diamond almond. A good that comes in 25 flavors, from whole natural to wasabi and soy sauce. And once good gets going, there's no stopping it. Get your good going. Blue Diamond, snack nut of the U.S. ski team.
During the Dodge President's Day event, we celebrate Theodore Roosevelt and his Rough Riders victory at San Juan Hill. To us, that's just more proof that you don't bet against American muscle, especially when it looks like this. In the face of this much power, who wouldn't surrender? Celebrate great deals at the Dodge President's Day event. For a limited time, well-qualified lessees get this great lease offer after $500 in President's Day bonus cash.
You score little victories every day. Now do it with dinner. Land O'Lakes Sauté Express Meal Starter with herbs, spices, butter, and olive oil is one step, no prep, and so good they'll ask for more. Land O'Lakes Sauté Express.
So noon tomorrow, you think? That's going to be the go-to.
Here we go again. Yes, the snow moves in afternoon. It'll be here until about 10 o'clock in the evening. There are your totals. Not huge, but enough to make things really slow on the roads tomorrow afternoon.
Enough. Just enough.
You're waving the flag?
Oh, gosh.
What?
It's time.
Just started. Right. That does it for us. Enjoy the night.